Well, hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome back to Renee's Reviews and 2 cents worth. I'm Renee, and I'm so glad that you're watching because we have a collaboration today between me and 7 other ladies. Now, I was so honored and so thrilled to be asked to be part of this collaboration. And then I started getting all my stuff together for this collaboration. And I'm like, man, this is harder than it seems. I mean, it's not like Shelly set a limit for us. She didn't say, okay, girls, get 10 of the best, or get 20 of the best, or get 30 of the best. Things that, you would identify as cozy from Temu. Because you look around and you think, how did I ever really do without this, Now that you have it, that is, When you didn't have it, you didn't miss it because you never had it. But then once you get it, it's like, I ain't never going back to the old way of doing things. So, it doesn't look like I turned my little light on. As you can see, I still have my old background up, and I have packages sitting over here on my cord that are ready to be hauled, and I don't think I'm gonna get to nope, it's got unplugged. He has been coming home late every night, especially since it doesn't start getting dark here until right around 7:30ish, somewhere around in there, where it used to be dark at 5:30. So he's up, gone before the sun rises, and usually doesn't go home until it sets. So anyway, let's get started. So the name of this collab was things that you had bought off of Temu that made you feel cozy. So I really sat down and gave it some thought about things that made me feel cozy. And one of these, I'm sure probably everybody's watching either has this one or a set just like this one, are these lights. This one is the gray one, and this one takes a battery. I don't have a battery in it right now, but this is the tallest one, and then you get the medium one, and then you get the smaller one, and you can group them all together, and they have a remote control. This, in the afternoons, when your house is really good and clean, and you can go sit down, and you've got your oil fusers on, and you can just reach and pick up a remote and have candle lights. There's no way of knowing how that feels until you try it. Your house smells good, it's good and clean, and you're just tired, and you flop down on the couch, reach down, grab the remote, and instant candlelight. It's a really good feeling. So this definitely makes me feel cozy. I have 3 sets of these. I have one in the clear and 2 in the gray. I only have the clear one out and 1 gray one out, but I really did like the gray, so I snagged another one when I could get it on a lightning deal or something. But you guys know me, if I like it and I see it on a lightning deal, there's a good chance I'm going to go ahead and buy it. So I'm going to place this up here on the shelf so nothing happens to it. And I'm going to get a little sip here. Now, I am so glad that I got on this kick when I did. You used to get 6 pairs of Temu socks like this. Mine are still in the bag because I just left them in the bag to keep from them. You know, they have the little, well, let me see if I put my fingers in, if you could actually see. See, that would be on the top of your foot. Oh, and then here's the kitty on the side. And here's another one like that. So, and I've already used 3 pair out of this bag. But when I was buying these socks, I was literally getting them for less than $1.25. And I was getting 6 to a pack. I don't see that anymore. And believe me, I've looked. I mean, I really have looked, and I can't find them that cheap anymore. Not even on lightning deals. You know, now they're 2 something, 3 something. I guess that day is dead and gone, but I sure did take hold of it while it was going on. So I hope you guys did too, and y'all were able to stock up on socks, because we all know the dryer or the washer, they're in cahoots. One of them eats the sock. So socks, Temu socks, they're great. Come in all different colors, not all different sizes. They don't, I think their top size is a 10. So if you're a girl who wears an 11 or 12 shoe, they may not fit you. So keep that in mind. But on we go. The second, well, this is the third thing. And I just showed you guys that I'm showing you my stack over there where I've got stuff sitting. You're going to see it ahead of time. Just showed you this the other day. This makes me feel cozy because, you know, I can be planning on going nowhere. No makeup on, hair ratted up, or in a hat or something. And I can wet one of these, squirt a couple of pumps of foundation on, and, you know, 7 or 8 pats on my face as I'm getting ready. And I can literally do it without looking in a mirror. Now, when I go back, do I see things I may have missed and may need? Yeah, of course. But you know, while I'm doing other things, I can literally be patting my makeup on my face and throw in a tube of lip gloss and some mascara, and out the door I go. You know, if it's something that needs my attention and I have to leave, I'm going to leave. And of course, if it was an emergency, I wouldn't give 2 hoots if I had makeup on or not, even if my hair was brushed. But, you know, if it's something, you know, you can grab in a few minutes. And these are great anyway. But I was able to find these on Temu when I wasn't able to find them anywhere else. So, and they're at a fantastic price. So these really make me feel comfortable, especially knowing I have extras. So, you know, the tariff thing has been, delayed until April the 10th. And then, I guess we'll know what happens after that. So until then, I'm kind of doing a lot of restock, y'all. So just in case. All right, this is one of my coziest sweatshirts that I absolutely love. And here she is. Now, is she not beautiful? I mean, really. And she has my signature hearts down her sleeve. And her heart's down the sleeve. And she has the, the really soft lining. Now, she's a little spongy, but she's not that bathing suit spongy. She does have a hood. Oh, if I can reach it. There are no drawstrings, okay? But she does have a hood that if you needed to flip it up, you could. And there she is. I think she is gorgeous. I wish I had me a little miniature one. No, I don't. Because that'd be something I'd have to feed and pick up after. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Don't want to feed nothing else. Don't want to pick up after nothing else. Don't want to have to take anything else to that. Oh, I thought I'd break that. Okay, here is one of my cozy coats that I got from Temu. And the only thing about it is it don't have blooming tags in it. So when you're opening it, it's almost like you're opening a blanket. But here we go. Once you get your hand on the hood, oh, that was hard, y'all. Here she is. So she is cozy. You see that? And then she has these for the arms. And she goes all the way down. She doesn't button her zip. She's just a plain edged single stitch, looks like, yep. And her other arm with this, and there she is. She is beautiful, and I'm telling you, she is warm. You can have her on even when it's cold, and you'll start to sweat, and you'll be like, I need to take this off. But then you're like, no, you don't, because then you're going to get yourself sick, which is what my mom always told me. And the doctors always say, that's not true. But Mama usually is the one that's right. Okay. One of the other things that I found that I'm like, how did I ever do without it? This is a shawl, y'all. And here's the beginning where you open it. And it has arms. Then it has this at the bottom. And these hang down like this. Now, when you're wearing something sleeveless and you're self-conscious about your upper arms, these are a must. I mean, even in the summertime, you want to wear things that other people are wearing, tank tops, halter tops, whatever. But, you're not going to feel comfortable. You're going to think everybody's looking at your upper arms, which isn't the case probably 99% of the time. There's always that one Karen out there, But it's our own insecurities that get to us. And I know. But those insecurities are hard to overcome. They really are. And we can try, and that's all we can do. And some days it's okay, and some days it's not. So if I'm tan, which I have to fake tan, because of the medicine I'm on, it strictly says stay out of the sun and do not eat or drink grapefruit juice. You want to go places and be cool in the dead of, the summer, which you would think would be, like a tank top or something. But then you don't want your arms showing. It's a lot. I don't know how many of y'all know Peace for Cheryl. But go ahead over her channel and check her out. She just recently had her upper arms done after losing a lot of weight. And she didn't like the hanging of the skin. So she went and had it, all cut off. And she takes you through her journey. I've been, watching and reading since she's done that. I know you have to pay for it out of your own pocket because, they consider that cosmetic. But I can't remember if she saved up for it or she financed it. But I'm wanting to say it was $5,800, which we were all amazed that it was that cheap. And that's what the world's come to when we think $5,800 is that cheap. If you said that to one of my uncles, you better go ahead and call 911 because he's going to have a heart attack. But I digress. I haven't eaten today, so I'm like, yeah, I need to digest some food. All right. If you guys have been with me a while, this is a new one. I took out the new ones. They were still in their bags because I'm still using my old one, and you can tell I've been using it, but she's still got a lot of tread on her because I'll wash her and wear the tread down. But these are the absolute best slippers, in my opinion, that Temu has. Now, that's just in my opinion, because you may have some of you are like, no, these are, girl. I love these. I have worn these to the bank. I have worn these to the grocery store. And yes, I have worn them in Walmart. I have worn them in the doctor's office. And people will comment how pretty my shoes are. And I just say thank you and keep it rolling. I don't say, oh, these are my bedroom shoes. No, not unless I'm wanting to get into a conversation with you. But, yeah, I'm just, thank you and just keep going and. But these, I bet this thing don't weigh 2 ounces maybe. And isn't it? And then that would all be on the heel part. But these are so incredibly soft, y'all. And even the inside, you see that inside? See how that looks? And then this, of course, is going to pull out once you put your foot in it. But these are absolutely wonderful. And after this is over, I'm going to take this little sweet baby and I'm going to put it back in with its partner, zipped up, and wait it out till my other ones get so dirty they won't wash anymore. And then that's when I'll throw those away. But, yeah, I do. I just love these. And when I got them, I think they were pretty cheap. Now I just don't feel like I can say anything's cheap on Temu anymore. But these are cozy. These are so cozy. On those cold winter days when we had snow on the ground and the wind chill was below or whatever, I didn't even have to worry about socks or anything. I could just put a pair of these on straight out of the bed and, literally walk around in them all day long. Go out into the hallway for something or go downstairs with just these shoes on. If you ever see them on there and you can catch them at a pretty decent price, you should give them a try, because I think these would be great gifts too for Christmas. Okay, and I know y'all are saying it's March and you're already saying Christmas. Yeah, I am, because it is already March. you know, and next month it's going to be April. So it's going to come upon us pretty fast. Now, I bought some of these too. Kind of just slip your feet in. These are supposed to be, I think, imitation Uggs or imitation bear claws. Now, I haven't really worn these yet. I probably will. I don't know if I'll wear these in the summer or not, because these are, they're really, really fluffy. But I keep, a pair like beside the door, so when I come in, I can kick my shoes off and just slip on something to walk around, so you don't bring on the outside inside. But yeah, these were, these were cute, and I know I got them on a really good deal. They look well made. And I have some true Uggs, and those things are built to last. Now, I'm sure, this will have its day, but, for what I got it for, I think the reason I got it was because of the price. And I may end up, giving it to some, because I have not put my foot in them. I may end up giving them to someone for Christmas or something. I need to pack something up in there. I guess during shipment it got creased, and that crease ain't uncreasing itself. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I may give them a go, but I think those over there are by far my favorite, and I will like them better than anything. Okay. Oh, I'm going to show you this. This is just a little leather bound notebook. And it's true leather, okay? And it looks like that. It has like the nautical theme on it. And you just take the little steering wheel off, and then you open it, and it's blank sheets of paper like this, okay? And it's 6 ring binder. So you could get paper, I guess, for it after this paper run out. But this paper is, supposed to look more like the paper they had back then. And, I mean, I have some notes written here on some stuff. But I was born in, an era where you wrote stuff down. I was born in the 90s. Oh, my Lord, I said the 90s. I was born in the 60s. So I like, instead of putting everything in my phone, I like to actually write stuff down. I like to actually see myself write it down and know I can go back anytime I want and look at it. If I need to give it to somebody, there's perforated edges. You can just pull it out and hand it to somebody. And my husband said, why do you, choose to write everything down when all you have to do is put it in your phone? And I'm like, and then when I need to remember it, I got to remember where I put it in my phone. And that's the truth. Because there's files and data and all this other, I don't mess with that. I don't, you know. One second, y'all. But anyway, knowing that I have a pad and pen with me at all times makes me feel cozy. You know, if I need to write something down, if I see something in a hurry and I need to just, I can grab this, jot it down, you know, instead of having to get onto my phone and get over to a certain section. And I am a one-finger typer. There, I said it. Everybody knows now. I text with one finger. I've tried this. Don't work for me. Sorry. So if I type you back fast, one or two things are happening. One, it's a really, really short sentence. Or I've done auto reply where it gives you like 3 different, things you can just send somebody. Or 2, I'm using talk to text. Now, talk to text is great, and I love that it has that feature. But for some reason, it doesn't always understand Southern. So some of the stuff it can come out with can be pretty hilarious, and some of it can be pretty shocking. So you've got your choice, if I'm doing talk to text, whether or not, what you might get on the other line. So a lot of times I do talk to text, especially because I'm here by myself. But if I'm like slow as a granny, which I am a Gigi, you'll know that, I'm typing back word for word what I have. And one of the other things I got is Penelope, y'all. Say hi, Penelope. So I don't know if you can tell, but she's just about full. And I can't wait. She has a little twist here. I can't wait to... I said I would not open her until she was completely full and I couldn't get another penny in her, or a dime, quarter, nickel, whatever. But she has brought me a lot of joy through the winter months. When you live on a budget, it sometimes gets draining when you have nothing to look forward to. You have no vacation to look forward to. You have no trip. You have nothing, to look forward to. And so being able to drop money in her, a couple of times a week or something, I always say, okay, Penelope, open wide, and I'll drop, some money in her. And so she's been like a cozy little friend that I could look up and see every now and then. And I just can't wait till she gets full. Because when she gets full, I'm going to write down in my little journal there the date that she got full, and then the amount she had in her. And then I'll start again, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I think I have one more thing for you guys. And I don't know if it's going to be a surprise or not. But this is my favorite cozy purse. This thing is so soft. And the handles, I mean, it comes with a black strap, which I've never used. The inside is like a cream color, and you have a really scalloped edge. I don't know if I can get you the scalloped edge, you know, slit pocket on that side. And there's no other ones in here. The only thing that's in here is this. And you got your D-rings right here on your outside. That if you don't want to use them, you just tuck them back in. Nobody will ever see them. But how fabulous is this? I mean, the day it starts snowing is the day I start changing my bag over. Because, I mean, and she does have a little space right here. If you wanted to put your water or, you know, hang something off of it, you could. And she has one on this side also. And I don't know why I'm calling her, but I guess, you know, she's my bag, so I can say if it's a her or him, not. But I absolutely love this bag. Jeez. Let's hope that makes for a... Oh, I shouldn't even done that because... I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm reminiscing about this. And, she is just too pretty. And I am just too, like, very, very precious of her. And won't use her, you know, unless it's like a special occasion or something. Which, I mean, she's just a Temu bag. I know that. But you know what? She makes me happy. And she's so cozy. So, that. And then I have the very last one. And this is this one. Here is my birchwood trees. Is this one? Yeah, you can't tell it though, if it's lit up. I'm waiting on my Easter eggs to come. I have 2 of these. Why is that one poking down like that? I have 2 of these coming. I have 2, and I have a bunch of eggs coming that I'm going to hang off of these branches. And then these light up on the end. And this birchwood, I don't know what it is about it, but it just makes me feel like home. It makes everything feel cozy to me. So we're gonna, you know, put some eggs that hang from her. And I think I'm going to skip now the St. Patrick's Day background because really it came and went really fast and I only got it, you know, a couple of days before. So I'm just going to try to see if Keith will go ahead and pick up, not pick it up, but put up my Easter background. I don't think it's too soon. St. Patrick's Day over. If we can start celebrating Christmas in July, we can surely start celebrating the resurrection in March. So that's just me being a little smarty, being fresh. My mom popped me in the mouth. I'm kidding, y'all. Well, I hope you all had a great week. I hope your weekend is 10 times better than what you ever thought it could be. To all the other girls in the collabs, love, respect, absolutely adore, and will continue to support you in every venture. I know I'm trying to do a little catch up on some people's videos, but just because I haven't been there in a day or two don't mean all of a sudden you're not going to come back and sign on one day and it's going to have like 30 notifications where I went down and watched 30 of your videos and then left my comment. So I always try to leave a comment because I know it helps that algorithm. So I don't know how many things she wanted, but y'all, off of the top of my head and off of the things I could get that weren't already packed up, because we do have a small apartment, so we have to, you know, kind of rotate things around. Those were some of the things that I found really cozy in my life, and I'm glad they're there. I'm thankful, and that's the best feeling. I'm thankful. I didn't have those things 2 years ago. Would I miss them if I lost them today? Yeah. Would I be devastated? No, no. But I love you all. Thank you for all you who would support me and come back, you know, every time I put up a video. Leave me a comment. Give me the thumbs up, thumbs down. Please share the videos. That really helps also. You know, I said I wanted to reach my goal by my birthday, which is April the 21st. You know, that's a big birthday wish, I know. But is it impossible? No, absolutely not. I've heard of people going to bed and waking up with all of a sudden 10,000 subscribers. You know, they were people like in the news and stuff, but still, I mean, I could read the weather report every day for y'all. If you just tell me the town, I mean, I could do something. But anyway, it has been a true pleasure doing this collab with you ladies. Thank you again, Shelly, for inviting me. You are such a sweetheart, such a doll. You have a wonderful channel. I will list everybody's name and the links to their page down below in my description. So please go check them out, subscribe, tell them Renee says hi. And until next time, guys and girls, nothing but love.